Hello, I am showing off the 5 technologies or websites or whatever I've come across that I've discovered that I think will be useful to utilize. So the first one I have here, this is a website called Quizizz. So let's see if we can jump to the front page here. This is kind of like just a website for, there's small little quizzes or long quizzes, I suppose, depending on how big you want to make them. You can use them for like review after a unit before a test, or I've used it as kind of formative assessment after a lesson or a lecture. But basically, there's a bunch of quizzes already on the website, so if you are in a bind for time and you don't want to make your own, or maybe you want to see what just is out there, you can, for example, I have some environmental science stuff recommended to me, so you can click on it, look at it, and look at the questions and the answers and everything. And what I've really enjoyed about this website is that you can just really easily, if you don't like a question, or like it has a little too much, a little something that your class didn't cover, or your class has something the question didn't cover, you can go in and easily edit quizzes that already exist. And so I think it's really handy. In that way, they keep a tab all the quizzes you've used over here, and so here's a big list of mine. My purpose that I kind of already hinted at here was that I wanted to find something to kind of measure how my students were retaining the information and everything. And so this is mainly aimed at students, but it also I don't know if I can show this without actually opening up a game, but after everyone in your class has finished a game, you've ended it, you can actually go in and look and see which specific people got specific questions wrong or right. And so it looks like I can do that. And so this was for my biology class, and we have I allow them to put some silly names here and there, but we can go in and look at the questions and see what, the percentage of answer and everything. So really useful statistics-wise to see what they're understanding, what they're not understanding. And so in regards to standards, I kind of felt like this fulfilled ISTE 5A, using technology to create, adapt, personalized learning experiences. This is because unlike like a Kahoot, where it's like one question up on the board and everyone has the same amount of time to answer it, instead, the only thing projected on the board is this individual player's scores. Right, so basically what I see here is what would be shown on the board, and usually only like the top 5, so people aren't feeling bad if they're doing poorly. And so they get to move through the questions on their own screen at their own pace. So I kind of feel like in that way it kind of allows kids to move at their own speed and ask questions, raise their hands so they can help understand questions better. Then also I kind of felt like, which one was this? ISTE 6B, and so manages these technology, student learning, and digital platforms, virtual environments, blah blah blah. Obviously, this is an online website. It's technology, and so I think absolutely we're managing that. We're getting students more involved in learning online. So Quizizz, great little website. I love it to death. Kids really seem to enjoy it as well, and there's tons of resources and statistics you can use here, and even has little funny pictures that pops up at the end of a question, so the kids like that as well. Quizizz.